He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
For Nick Chubb, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Browns.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And the Browns first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that myth?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to work. 20, down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17. Jaguars 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Jaguars 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 3. Check 3. 80 weapons. 29 is Mike. 20. Bravo. Rush in. Hey, Jack. Rush in.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 74 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, lock it. He's coming, double up.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jaguars get a score closer. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
Makes the score Browns 23, Jaguars 14.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. On first and 10, Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
9-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Jet bombers, two jet bombers. Go on. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So third and long, here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Able to shake him off. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first.
That's caught at the 25.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 75 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Sam on.
And now he'll tuck it and run into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt,
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jaguar.
James Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Good.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going.
That's caught inside the 20. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. K'Lavon Chaisson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's third down.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, escaping the pressure right, and finding the tight end Hooper, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. The Jags take over in terrific field position.
Over on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check. You go tight. You go topper.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
X3, 218, chopper. Check. Hey, Echo.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go, D. Check. Blue draw quarters. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And he knocks it through.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 30, Browns 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
The tackle made by K'Lavon Chaisson. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Nick Chubb on the kick.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Mayfield flushed out right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville.
23.
It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. throwing for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Minshew going to try and run. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny.
15 long.
From the 17, Minshew eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Off play action, it's Minshew. And James has it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Ready. 70, Indy. 2 times. 6-6, pull it high.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll buy some time right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Well, they had a gain of 10 last this time. Now a gain of 20 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Protein spill. Hey, wahoo!
Minshew, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Show it up.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Minshew, he's going to keep it himself. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The line of scrimmage.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Down by Carl Joseph.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
For Jarvis Landry.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
26 Matt, 26 Matt. We own it. We own it. 26 Matt, 26 Matt.
Mayfield to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Today's final.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Now, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Jacksonville, their playoff chances taken up.